Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today we are back with part 2 of doing some spreads for some of my patrons over on Patreon on my Rockstar tier. Today I'm doing some spreads for Beth and Adita, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first spread I have is for Beth, and she sent me some pictures. They are remodeling a home, and so she sent me some pictures of the before everything gets all spiffied up. So we are going to name this spread Before, and I've pulled out some gigantic letters because we're going to name it Before. So I think I'm going to put, I kind of left some space. I kind of have it laid out how I want it, but I think I'm going to try and put these words over here on this left page. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting all of my letters down here. Try to get them nicely spaced. And I'm going to need 2 more. Or no, I need 3 more letters. Duh. And now I'm like looking at this and I'm like, it's not gonna fit if I do all of these on this one. So you know what? We're gonna change gears and we're gonna split it, because I think that's the best thing to do. Thankfully, these letters come up pretty easily. So I think I'm gonna have to split it. And ideally, let's just see how this works. Because it's gonna be cut, so, but I still have ORE, so I think if I put them right along the sides, will be okay. So I'm actually gonna go in and lift these guys up. You know, I underestimated how big these letters are. They are ginormous, so I was like, oh yeah, they can fit. Psych. Thankfully, they come up pretty easily. They're just like ginormous letters, so that's why. That's okay, because that means I'll have space to put some of the other things elsewhere. So I am going to space them out just a little bit more than I normally would. So let's try that. And before I go too far, I'm gonna get my other letters on here. That way, like, they're both equally, you know, going far out, basically. One more. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay these guys down. And then that should be just before it gets punched, like not in that zone. Okay, so this is a very like fixer-upper, getting things ready vibe. So I'm pulling out Lux Living, mainly for the quotes in this one. And then I also pulled out Plant Babe, because there are some like homey stickers in here, but there are some really cute like florals. So I wanted to kind of throw some of these in here, just add some decoration, and then we'll kind of base, you know, our sheets off of these. So I'm actually going to stick this along the center, and this will get punched, but it'll only be a little bit of it. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in here. I have another one, but I also have a corner piece that kind of goes along with it. So I think I might use this on the other side. This fun, like, leafy corner. I'm going to lay that one down. Just like so. And I think I'm going to go in with pulling in some black. So I have some black cardstock. I really liked giving borders to pictures last week, so I think I'm going to do that same thing with this, but I'm going to give them all like a nice little black border. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to add some black paper. I'm just doing like thin borders because I have quite a few pictures that I have to make room for, so I don't want to give it super thick, but that way it just looks a little bit cuter than being flat. So I'm going to do the same thing with some of these other pictures, and it's a good way to use some of these scraps that I have. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start placing these pictures all over, so that way I can use these scraps, because mine as well. So they don't have to be perfect. I just think it looks so much better than like if I were to just lay it down. I'm going to stick this over because this has like a little bit of white on it from when I used it for, what did I use it for? Oh, that was like me measuring where I needed to cut. So kind of stuck it a little over. So I'm going to have to do a little bit extra cutting, but I can fit all of these pieces on this scrap paper. And then I'm just going to go in and trim them. A nice little trim. That way they have just like a nice little black border going around them. So I'm going to do the same to some of these other pieces. Just giving them a little bit of a border. Just like so. Like, it isn't a little extra work, but I just really like how it turns out. I swear it looks so much better that way when they just have like a little bit of a border on them. So I'm going to do this for that same exact thing for the rest of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, I did it. So I have a border on all of the pictures, and I love how that looks. It just like makes them, it gives them like a little bit more of a pop, and I just love how it looks. So I'm kind of married right now to how these are laid out. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying them down where I put them, because I'm loving like how clean this layout looks. So pretty proud of that, but I'm going to go ahead and start adding the tape, so that way we can make sure they don't move around on me, and they stay where I want them to stay. So I'm just going to start laying down each one of these pictures with my tape runner, trying to be cautious of where the punches are going to go. I think I have a pretty good idea, so I'm not too worried about it, but I still want to make sure that I'm not putting these down, you know, where a punch is going to go through a picture. They're just laying these in here, leaving like a little bit of space. So that one's all good. Let's move to this side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, add my tape, stick these in here, kind of following that same pattern, or same vibe, I guess, for each picture. So I'm just going to add these. Oop. Love, like right when I put it down, it like wants to not go where I put it. Rude. Making sure I'm putting these the right direction too. So I don't want to put these upside down on accident. Also, I need this one. Okay, so last two pictures. Stick this up in this corner, and this one right below it, because it looks like this is the kitchen. Just like so. Okay, so I have all my pictures down. I'm happy with the placement for all of those. Now we can kind of just add some more decoration I want to add a date because she wanted the date in here. So I think I'm going to go with, let me look at the greens. I think I'm going to go with green. So she gave me a date, August 9th, 2022. So we're going to put the date up, I think up in this corner, unless there's somewhere better to do it. Let's see here. I am going to take, let's take one of these florals, and I'm going to turn it into a corner piece, but I'm going to stick it up there first, just so I make sure. But I'm going to take some green, and I'm going to lay this right up here in this corner. So, what she said, 9th, August 9th. And then I'm actually going to go to date it because I have some even smaller for rainbow date it. And I'm going to go to the greens. And I like using these little teeny tiny ones for the year. So I'm going to put 20, and I'll find a 22. There we go. That way it's not like giant and obnoxious. And then we just need to trim, so that way that actually turns into a corner, just like so. Okay, then we have the date in there. Okie dokie. So let's start adding a few functional things. I'm just going to add a few boxes, and we're going to go with black. I am going to just add like one or two lines. That way she can just put a blurb of like maybe like the condition of the house, all that stuff when they got it, plans of what to do with it, all that good stuff. So I'm going to give her just like 2 spots to do a little blurb in. I don't think she wants to have to write a ton, so I will add a lot. But I do want to add just a little bit, so that way she can kind of just do some blurbs about the house in there. Okay, and then we'll add some regular little boxes to note different parts of the house. So that's too big. I can put that over here. I'm just going to put a couple boxes around here. Still kind of going with that look for the boxes. Right about there. I feel like I'm going a little bit more for aesthetic for this one. It's like nice to look at. Some boxes there. Okay. Let's add some decorations. I love this. Like the aesthetic of this is getting me right now. I'm going to add this camera because she took some pictures. I'm like taking pictures, memories of that. And then I'm going to pull out Luxe Living. I'm going to go to the back because there are some good quotes in here. Like this, create a space that makes you happy. I feel like that's a really good quote for this. So I'm going to stick this right down here. Create a space that makes you happy. And you know what? Before I get too far, let's go ahead and punch this because I don't want to forget to punch it later. So let's punch it now. Make sure it's all in there as far as it can go. Then we can see what we've got here. Okay. Bring style and personality to your home. Let's grab that. Let's put this right up here. style and personality to your home. Architecture is just art that we live in. Stick that. Oop. I thought that was a good spot. Got to move it down just a little bit. There we go. Right about there. Let's see. I think there were some in this book, but I could be wrong. These ones I think are going to be based more on plant stuff, which is not really what I want. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that must be like the only page about quotes in here. I know she wants like an inspirational, like get to it, get it done, and I have a nice big spot. So let's look in Amber Plans Her Days Black Quotes 1 and see what we have. Let's see. We have that Embrace Every Challenge. Looking in my other one because that's my backup. I want to make sure if I'm going to use something that I don't use something that I haven't already used before. Okay, I don't think so. So we have Embrace Every Challenge. That one's probably a good one. Okay, yeah, so let's go with that one. I don't know where my little tweezers went. I had them, and then they disappeared. Stick this right in here. Okay, and I'm just going to add a few more pieces of decoration because I have them. We have some like leaf things that can stick out of stuff. I think I might cut these flat. See if I can make it work that way. Right about there. And we do have some individual little florals. Add in here. Some small pieces. Kind of just filling up some of this space. Put that right in there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Super cute. I can't wait to see what this house looks like when it's all done. But there we go, Beth. I so hope that you love your spread. Let's go ahead and move into our next one. All right, the next spread I have is for Adita, and she asked for a big Christmas themed spread. So I went in with my Rainbow Date It sticker book, and I went ahead and did all pink because she wants a pink Christmas. So Adita, girl, I love you for that because I'm not a big fan of pink, and then you make me use all the pink, and then I'm like, that's fine. So I had to go and I found some cute like pink clip art, and then I just turned them into stickers, printed them. These are on clear sticker paper, but I kind of just printed different sizes. So we're just gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna mix things up and see, and hopefully this is the moment of truth. Hopefully my Cricut didn't fail me and actually cut through the paper, because I feel like sometimes it doesn't. So I'm happy to report my Cricut did not fail me. So I printed out some of these really cute ornaments, and I figured I could kind of hang them up at the top in some different spots. So I'm gonna go in and add in these really cute ornaments. And thank goodness Cricut Design Space added a offset button, which just like makes life so much easier, because like you literally just click the offset button on the image you're wanting, and it turns it and it gives it an offset. Sometimes it takes a little while, I think, depending on like the file size. Sometimes it'll take its sweet time, but it usually always ends up working, thankfully. Okay, so I'm just putting these all at the top because they're really cute. And I wanted to use ornaments. I don't know, that was the vibe I was wanting, so that's what I'm going to go with. Let's put this one on the very end, actually. And then we'll put this last little one right in here. Okay, so I have some ornaments hanging up at the top. I have some cute Christmas trees that, of course, are pink, a stocking, some gingerbread. So we have lots of different things on here. And Christmas this year is on a Sunday, so that means it would end up over here. So I think if we decide to date this, then I will do it for that day. Okay, so I wanted to find some things that I could pair along with those. So I pulled out, I tried to find some like pink florals, and I'm kind of just going to see what goes with it the best. And I think I might go with these ones. Because I know she loves florals just as much as I do. So I wanted to pair a couple of those. I won't use a ton, but these are actually from Wanderlust from Love Love Posh, and then she requested glitter boxes, so who am I to say no to that? So we definitely are going to give her some glitter boxes in here. So let's go in with the chunky glitter. And I'm going to give her one over here on the weekend. And then we'll do this other one over here somewhere. Let's do this on Tuesday. Just give her a couple of spots to write in. I'll give her one more. Because why not? And I don't know if I'll use the florals. Now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, will florals add to this or take away? I don't know. Okay, let's add some of these trees. And I made a couple because I didn't know if I wanted to do like a bunch of them all together, which I kind of want to do. Kind of like mix and match them a little bit. I did them in different sizes just in case, which is always fun. Add a couple over on the other side as well. Be in a different spot. A tall one, one of these shorter ones. Kind of just layering them. Might add like one of these. Let's see. Like, can I make all these pinks work together? We're going to attempt it. Have some corner pieces, so corner pieces always make it a little bit easier. Ooh, actually I have a straight edged piece. Put that corner piece back. And then I can give I don't suppose it's too late to change my mind, eh? I'm too scared. I'm sure it's not, but I'm too afraid to peel that off, so I'm not going to. Okay. Well, I do have some other little corner pieces. So let's try one of these. Can do like a little bit smaller scale over on this weekend side. And I'm going to take my little Merry Christmas that I have. Nothing too crazy. We'll put this right up here. Of course, it's in pink. You wanted a pink Christmas, we're getting a pink Christmas. I want a purple Christmas. That's my dream. If I could find a purple tree, I would get it in a heartbeat. Usually we have a white tree with, whatchamacallit, usually have a white tree with purple lights. So like that way, like the tree basically looks purple because we have purple lights that go on it. But this year we bought a different tree because our house is pretty tiny and I don't think we can fit a normal size tree. So we got a different tree this year. So we'll see how that goes. It's like a skinny tree, but it's like a normal green tree, which I'm like, I'm kind of sad. Like I kind of gonna miss my white tree, but I don't think our white tree will fit. So at least for this year, and as long as we're in this house, I can't really have my white purple tree. These snowmen are so cute, so I'm going to add those in there. I have these really cute gingerbread, which they're really cute. We add them some different spots. I have some more trees, so I might as well just use them. Let's just use them all. And use everything that I got. I do want to leave some room in case she has some pictures that she wants to put, but other than that, I'm going to try to use everything that I put on this page because I was able to cram a lot. Actually pretty proud of how much I was able to get on that sticker sheet. Very little space wasted. It's right over there. Kind of just winging it. You wanted a pink Christmas, we're getting you a pink Christmas. And we did it! Whoop whoop. Add these cute little gingerbread in there. Okay, let's add a few more florals. Add one there. This even has like this little present, which how perfect is that for Christmas? Gonna add this like little present. Love that. I feel like I need to add a little bit more black though, so I am gonna add a quote, and I'm gonna pull out winter collections, and I'm sure there is a cute quote that we can put in here. So because this has lots of quotes, so I'm thinking a quote for like over here, maybe here or here, because I want to leave these spots open in case she has some pictures to put in. So let's see if we can find a quote. Let's see. I like this. It's the best time of the year. So let's grab that guy. Stick this right in here. Get a little bit of black in here. And we have some like snowman quotes, which I love. So I think I'm going to try to fit one of these snowmen in here. Let's do this love never melts. That one's super cute. What a cute spread. Sorry. My books are slowly pushing everything over. Fits perfectly there. Okay, I'll add a few more boxes. Oh, you know what? I wanted to put a floral over there and then I 100% forgot. I was like, I need to do more florals, and then instantly out of my mind as soon as I turned the page. Okay, here we go. Actually, we have one of these ones that are already pre-cut for me. So just to get a little bit more of those florals in here. And then I'll just add a few more boxes We can add one in here. And maybe add one over here for a little extra info spots. All right, there we go. I think that is it. I love it. All right, there we go. I think that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to date this for you. If it wasn't your Christmas spread before, it 100% is now. So I think it's the 19th through the 25th. So let's go ahead and date this. I'm just going to take, what is this, rainbow date it. And I'm going to go in and just add all of these in here real quick. 21st. 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and last but not least, 25th. All right, there we go. And then there's a little bit of space in case you want to add some pictures. But Adita, I so hope that you love your pink Christmas spread. All right, and there we go. Both spreads all done and complete. I love how completely different they both turned out. But I hope that both of you love your spreads, and I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!